All right, so here we go, y'all. In the stretch. We've come through the stretch. Still got my iced tea. Still got my ice water, fresh bottle. It's Drink Champs featuring DMC, y'all. You know how it is. This is episode 4 of this episode. So just make sure that you click like, share, comment. You know what I mean? Let's talk. Let's dialogue. You know what I mean? Most of all, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real Run DMC fan like your boy over here, you know what I mean? I should have put on some glasses, you know what I'm saying? Like D, you know what I mean? But, you know, I've always been real when I do the Run DMC thing. You understand what I'm saying? This is just to pay homage or whatnot. But we know we learned a lot from DMC as far as Run DMC goes. This is the most in-depth that I've ever heard in one setting about Run DMC or whatnot. You know what I mean? Run have been running his mouth throughout the years. I'm called D. If you saw the first part of the interview, you understand where I'm coming from. But we're going to go ahead and close it out. You know what I mean? We're going to let DMC take us there with it. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out, rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, this is what it is. And shout out to Drink Champs with Noria, EFN, for pulling this all out of DMC. But he came to talk, though, much like how Cat Williams did when he went on Shay Shay. DMC has some stuff to say. I'm glad he got his voice back and everything else. And hopefully we can get a concert with him real soon.
Yeah. So the kids need to see that.
Let me ask you something, because you said it earlier. I think you said your father said it. You said, why would anybody hurt Jay, right?
Yeah.
Me, you know, as a youngin, you know, I didn't understand that at all. Like I couldn't.
It's hard to understand.
Comprehend it.
I couldn't comprehend it. I couldn't understand. I couldn't identify, because every time I seen Jay, it was just always love. It was like, especially in Queens,
Right.
when it happened in Queens, it
Right.
was like very shocking to me, and especially in his studio. You know what I
Right,
mean? And then I
exactly.
watched the Jam Master Jay documentary, Who Killed Jam Master Jay, on Netflix. And I'm still kind of confused, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to ask your perspective of that, you know what I mean, or that night when you got the phone call.
Right. When it first happened, first thing that happened was 10 o'clock news. Channel 9, Channel 5, and 11. Not Channel CBS, ABC, and 11. 10 o'clock news, Channel 5, Channel 9, Channel 11.
New York channels.
Breaking news, yeah, Master J shot in the studio. So now when I'm hearing this, I'm going, okay, somebody did get shot.
Right.
But it's not Jay.
Right.
So hour goes by, and here's what's crazy. The next day, we were supposed to go play, Beaver and Jay was supposed to go perform at the Washington Wizards halftime basketball show. So I'm packing.
That's when Jordan was on there?
When it's on again. I don't know if No, this was after Jordan.
Okay, cool.
But we were supposed to play halftime, remember it? So 11 o'clock news, Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7. So now by this time, I'm seeing the pictures of the body bag being... And then again, all right, it's Hollis. Fuck, somebody did get shot, but it's not Jay. Eric's daughter, Erica, calls me, crying. They killed Jay, whatever. Whoa, this might be serious. I tell my wife. My wife goes next door. We give my son, who's here with us, he was a little baby, to the babysitter. So we jump in the car and we jet to Queens. We're living in Jersey right now. Jet to Queens. I pull up to the studio, which was by the 169th Street bus terminal. Right there,
Yep.
by the New York Public Library on the other side, in the bus terminal. So I pull up. This is when I knew it was reality. I get out the car. I see Chuck D, a Public Enemy, and Ed Lover crying.
Oh, man.
And I knew it was for real. So that's it. I get out the car, see Ed Lover crying like this. Chuck D crying. All happened so fast. The police come grab me. The precinct is right across the street. Take me to the precinct, sit me down. They start asking me all of these questions, this and that. Boom,
As
boom,
if you was
boom,
there.
Boom, boom. As if it's there. And also, did you see this? And what was Jay like? This and boom, boom. I don't know. We toured this and that. Boom, boom. Just a whirlwind. So that's how I found out. And then as time went on, I remember might have been on MySpace or something. But somewhere, you know, it was coming up, everybody was disappointed, whatever. And then I just nonchalantly and innocently posted, I'm not mad at the guy that shot Jay. Should have never did that. Man, the whole world cursed me out like crazy. So I said, okay, let me elaborate on what I just said. I'm not mad at the guy that shot Jay. The guy that shot Jay personally isn't my problem, and that's not my fight, my struggle. And people understood this. My struggle is the mindset that would cause an individual to do those things. And not only for Jam Master Jay, but for Pac, for Big, for Scott LaRock, for Freaky Ty, but not only for them. What about the Jam Master Jay, Pacs, and Bigs that are getting shot in our communities all day? So we as hip hop, we got a assignment, and then people, okay, we understood what you said. I know I feel about that, about the guy and stuff like that, but that's not my fight. It's not the individual.
Stretching will not make you flexible, and it will not eliminate your recurring injuries. Stretching will relax your muscles.
Because we have the ability to change those perceptive. But speaking on that, it is what it is. The dudes, they did, or whatever did, they did what he did. But what hurts me is this. Jay could have had his studio in Manhattan around the corner from Diddy's.
Yep.
He could have had a studio in LA. He chose to put his studio 5 minutes from where he came from. He opened a door to let everybody else in. And you could talk to people. Jay was like, if you can't rap, you can't be secretary. He was a master of creating opportunities, you know? And then the whole thing was, look, all my friends are either dead in jail or they stick up kids and they drug dealers.
It's sad too, because a lot of people who make it, you know what I mean, hanging around their city, it ain't safe a lot of times for different reasons, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got old beef, like Hot Pac said, you know what I mean? Some punk that I roughed up way back. Then you have people who are going to be jealous of you, you know what I'm saying? Then you have people feel like you owe them something and you should have put them on, you know what I'm saying? And then you're going to have the other ones that's just want something, you know what I'm saying? So it's difficult. It's difficult, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's difficult.
So I'm connected to drug dealers because I know a lot of them. Right. Am I dealing? Am I around it? Am I involved in those transactions? No. Right. But all my friends are drug dealers. But Jay was 5 minutes from where he came from. He opened that door for.
Quick lesson. My grandfather used to always tell me, it ain't what you do, it's the company you keep. And he used to say it, and I used to hear it, but it didn't never resonate until I started finding out about the company that you keep and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't what you do, it's the company you keep. I'm not saying that's why Jay died, but that's just one to learn and want to grow on for sure. Keep that in your mind all the time.
So it's a shame that the very thing Jay escaped from is the very thing that killed him. Because he was trying to deliver other people's from. Right. So it's still confused to me. I only get reminded about it when people bring it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy. But even the OGs, like everybody across the board was like, we don't care what that shit was. You don't shoot Jay.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, that's like that deep, you know.
So and then and for years it was like we didn't see Run DMC together.
Right.
Was that like the major reason?
Yes. I said it. We can't. But the only reason I said that Run DMC, we can't replace our drummer.
Right.
But then time went on, and then we started getting requests to do festivals. So we was like, okay. But even now, I mean, you was fortunate, and everybody was fortunate to see the show at Yankee Stadium. Because we look great.
Again, I wanted to go. When they first announced this, and it was going to be their last show, and it's going to have a concert, they was going to do a concert, and it's going to be documented, and it's going to be on a documentary for them. But they said Madison Square Garden. I was searching like every other day, Madison Square Garden. I always wanted to go to New York, but I want to spend like 3 or 4 weeks when I go. But if I have to do it overnight and go and come right back to catch these cats in concert for the last time at Madison Square, the Mecca, I'm there. And lo and behold, they had it at Yankee Stadium. And it was supposed to be at the end of April of last year, I think it was. Yeah, end of April 2023. And they had it at Yankee Stadium a couple months after that.
Sounded great and was flawless. You know what I'm saying? But leading up to that, even at that show, you're not seeing Run DMC as Run DMC, Jam Master Jay. You're seeing the two members formerly of that great band. It's like, what I'm trying to say is, it's still gonna be phenomenal. It's like seeing Paul McCartney and Ringo.
Just not the same.
Right. It's not Run, it's Running DMC, but it's not Run DMC.
And then who was the DJ for y'all that night?
We had two DJs, DJ Charlie Chan, which is my DJ, and DJ Ruckus, which is Run's DJ. Because when we came back together, we had to compromise. Yeah, you ain't using, I'm not just using your DJ. You little kid shit, you ain't using my, so we're gonna use both, okay. So we both use our DC so everybody could share.
Hey, have you ever been told you have a nice voice? Well, what if I told you you could turn your voice?
But y'all on the same record, so I don't get that part.
They take turns.
So when it goes to your part, your DJ goes on your part, and when it goes to
they alternate. They alternate.
Alternate song. That'd be crazy.
They cut the same beat.
That's crazy, man. No, it ain't that bad.
Creative, though. They cut the same beat.
That's really innovative. That's really taking it. But it's like now, if Run DMC was to record again, if we was to record again, we couldn't record as Run DMC. Why? Because when in the overall picture of musicianship, in the overall picture of musicianship, what we would do is we form a new band. Right. When you look at Audio Slave. They was Audio Slave, and then they was what's the other band they became? Oh, you look at perfect example. Oh, David Grohl didn't keep Nirvana going.
Right? Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you have bands who changed the name with some of the original members. You know what I'm saying. So me and Ron would have to figure out what we gonna call this recording entity, because we can't come as Run DMC. It'll be Running DMC and the Champs. With feature, you know what I'm saying? We would have to give you another, when you see us now, that's Run and DMC doing Run DMC. But for us to record new, we can't, because it wouldn't tarnish the shit, because we dope anyway, but it's more respectful.
You just wouldn't feel right doing it, is what it is.
Right. To form a new band, which is really kind of cool too. Soundgarden. There was Soundgarden and Audio Slave. You morph into, if me and Run say, we're going to record now, we said it was the last show at Yankee Stadium. It's the last show. Everybody ever said you got the last show in New York at Yankee Stadium. We can do Run DMC's last show in LA.
Right.
We can do Run DMC's last show at
Australia.
If that comes up. But for us to record, and for me, for my adventurous creative spirit, I would want to do it under a new name. You know what I'm saying? Run, we're going to be Angel Dust.
Right.
But the last tour of doing all the last shows would be kind of ill.
Right.
Everybody said
and how about a versus?
Huh?
How about a versus?
Who would Run DMC verse against?
No, the verses.
Houdini give him a run though, but they got more hits.
I don't know.
Houdini raw though. Houdini raw. They was raw.
Public Enemy.
Well, the PCs definitely don't want to do something because they can't do it without MCA. See, I was a little, me and Ron could do it because Jay wasn't a
MC, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like De La Soul. Shout out to Trugoy. I got a record on Spotify and YouTube called Kingdom Come, where I pay my respects to Trugoy, because every time I was around Trugoy, he just looked at me like I was the greatest thing in the world, and he was like, and he would tell me, "Oh no, you don't know, D." And then he was like, "You don't know." Like I loved him.
Right.
Like I love True. Like
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Shout out to Talib, who's been.
So who else?
But in the verses,
EPMD.
Yeah, they.
Might work.
But they're a little too hard. We would have to Run DMC. We would have to go up against like Taylor Swift or somebody.
No.
I'm just saying. We would Run DMC. Who would Run DMC in the verses?
Houdini.
Because you got to understand, Run DMC is just a little unique because...
A lot unique.
You know what? A lot unique. Because one of the things that we always did, Pete Rock did it in a way that is fucking... they said we was the kings, but Pete Rock made the world bow. But one of the things that would always piss me and Run off now, and I get upset about now, is we would always get those instances where people was like, Run DMC's over, they falling off. So the first time that they started thinking that, we did Here We Go. To let motherfuckers know it ain't about these fucking records in the studio, Dre drop Big Beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Hollis, Queens, in the games we play. See, Here We Go. Go listen to Here We Go right now. From start to end, it's one of the most perfected performances of hip-hop. A DJ in bars. Turn your fucking record off, motherfucker, and let's go down to the park and see who can perform for an hour. A lot of motherfuckers can't do that. So Here We Go. Then if you remember, y'all forgot Redman and De La Soul, shout out to them, when they did Party People, Can Your Dreams Have. Me and Run made that shit because motherfuckers was popping shit thinking that we ain't dope, motherfucker. Dopey, I'm dope eternally. So we did Party People, your dreams have now been fulfilled. Get out your seat and let's get ill. That's right, y'all. We're not just rough, we're more than tough. And when it comes to rise, we got enough. We're ill, we're chill, we're scared. So dope that this suit me up too. Y'all know I did a song with Biggie, right? Don't get it twisted. My downfall.
My downfall. That's right. That's right.
I'm at home just being DMC. I get a call. Yo, Biggie want to make your verse and chorus and shit. He can relate to that shit. That's not all. MCs have the goal to pray and plan for my downfall. But my rhyme is, I'm not running. I'm just stunning, smart, not stupid. Because I'm so cunning. MCs regretting. I'm upsetting. My recitals take titles and dollars I'm betting. But we made Together Forever. We said, yo, just put the 808 on.
First song that had that 808 kick like that all the way through. Deep as it was, right when LL dropped his album. So them and LL was the first songs that had that big kick on there like that.
Because think about it, New York City, I'm so cunning, MCs regretting. I'm upsetting, my recitals take titles and dollars I'm betting. But we made Together Forever. We said, yo, just put the 808 on. Because think about it, New York City was doing that 808 before the South. The South got it from us. Dumb girl. Ask Jermaine Dupri. We was fucking 808 and our asses off. But we put out Party People. We had to shut y'all up in there. Then when we was doing Raising Hell, Run came along. Run came with UBLin'. Which was just all him.
My notes.
It's in your notes?
Yeah.
So Run came with UBLin', which he wrote. He came with UBLin', which was his version of a Prince song. He was inspired by Dove's Cry.
I can see that.
That was Run. So he comes into the studio during Raising Hell. I got this idea, so him and Jay lay it down. And then me and Ray did the ad-libs. So Run leaves, because Run always had kids. He was like, I think he was 3 kids deep by this time.
First Nick Cannon.
Married, yep, exactly. Didn't make those numbers, but he was good running.
Right.
So when he left, Jay, this is why I love Jay. I'm just sitting there now. That could have been just Run's record. Jay turns to me and he says, D, so what are you gonna do now? And I'm like, what do you mean? Jay, this is why you gotta love Jay. Run got his record. Where's your record? And I was like, thanks for asking, Jay. Because I was always writing to be writing anyway. I never wrote for records. I was just always writing. Put the beat on, let me figure it out. So I say, Jay, motherfuckers is trying to say that we ain't on that Kane, Rakim, KRS-One level. I beg to differ. So he said, what do you want to do? I said, I got these rhymes. Now, I didn't know what the song was going to be. I said, I got these rhymes. He was like, let me hit a rhyme. I'm the devastating mic controller DMC, and can't nobody mess around with me. I'm the king of rock, rap, and of rhyme. So I could just end the conversation right there. I'm only king of rock. I'm the rap, and you want to call it rap, whatever it is. King of rock, rap, and of rhyme. I deal what I feel, and it feels fine. If it's okay to Jay, then I will play around with sound with put down for the rhymes I say. Then I went into you jock watching clock while I rock the spot. Better known to the world as the king of rock. I like to speak my piece when I'm on the mic. I'm the best, or at least I'm the one you like. So I had these rhymes, and the Jay was like, yo, here's what we're gonna do. In '85, when we was touring with the Fat Boys, watching them tear down coliseums. Run used to do this thing where he would imitate Buffy. I would holler, hit it, Run! If you listen to Hit It Run, that's Run imitating Buffy, which was a joke that Run always did on his tour. So Jay goes, yo, that thing Run used to do on the Fresh Fest, which is hip hop's first tour. Before Raising Hell, Fresh Fest 1, Fresh Fest 2. Run DMC, Curtis Blow, Houdini. Jermaine Dupri was a dancer with Houdini. So Jay says, we're gonna make Hit It Run. So I said, Jay, just give me a beat that is fucking pulsating. So we went and we made Hit It Run. I had to write Hit It Run, so I don't want motherfuckers thinking that we just fucking, it's tricky, it's like that, motherfuckers. So at every cusp, at every transformation of hip hop, we were in a position to do all of that stuff. Right. But we didn't have to, because like you said, we found a niche with making records like Tricky. Right. But we also had Sucker MCs. Right. We had Down with the King, but we also had Mary Mary. So our presentation and presence in hip hop was very versatile. Right. That's why Chuck D, y'all kind of were like the Beatles, because when you think of Run DMC, you think of all the songs. Right. Yeah. But most of those songs, which y'all don't know, were just rap routines that could have went on cassette tapes in '79. Right. So is it 79 or is it 2004? Okay. I got a song out right now, produced by Bumpy Knuckles, that is me, Ice-T, Chuck, and this shit is killing. Right. You know, and I love Rick Rubin saying, your old stuff ain't better than your new stuff, and your new stuff ain't better than your, it just is. It just is. You know what I'm saying? So,
let's talk about this one record, Beats to the Rhymes.
Forgot about that one. That was before its time.
It's been sampled a lot.
Yep. Yep. That record was like, the current hip hop people didn't understand it, but every producer, every MC, every...
When you say current, you mean current at that time?
At that time. Okay. Yeah, because it was like beat, but everybody was like... That when Beats of the Rhyme came out, everybody in the industry was kind of like, when we walked through the...
That's the thing I could think of, because Jay was scratching in the lyrics, Beats to the Rhyme. That's the only reason why I can think he's groundbreaking with it. It was cool. It was a cool song. The beat was beating too much that you really couldn't enjoy it while you was riding and listening to it. However, the song was a dope song. I ain't gonna lie. Plus, we had wanted to Run DMC. It had been like 2 years since they dropped the album. You know, they dropped the one little single, the Christmas song, but they hadn't dropped the album in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, because it was like beat, but everybody was like... That when Beats of the Rhyme came out, everybody in the industry was kind of like, when we walked through the door, they move out the way, like, oh,
back up
like, Beats to the Rhyme was just that shit. Beats to the Rhyme and the Rhyme, it's just part of your to do. Whoa, back up, like, it's that shit.
Right. Nah, man, it
Beats to the Rhyme. Is that like shit? Go listen to Beats to the Rhyme, everybody. Oh yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Listen to it right before you got here.
That shit is crazy. What I say, hardcore rhymes galore, and like I said before, my beats were played and made rhymes laid. JDJ'd and I got paid, made something out of nothing. Yo, D, that's true. Yes, my brother, I'ma do it for you. I roam in the zone of the microphone, and I'll hold the throne, but I'm not alone. Got bone of steel and not of stone. I'm known to be prone to make your mama moan. Time for the rhyme and let the shot shine. Came with the game in the name. Run, having fun. Let me give you a ring. Joe gotta go now. Word from the Beast in the Rhyme is that shit.
Joe gotta go now.
Let me just say something, DMC, man. I'm so.
And I like being not being in your top 5.
Who?
You know when they do top 5.
You like not being?
Yeah, I like to because I'm in a class by myself.
Absolutely.
You can't put me in it. So I'm better than the top 5. That's why I don't come up. You can't put me in that shit. That's limiting my presence and my abilities.
Yeah, see, you won the top.
So, I know I asked you this a little earlier, but we got the single. We got the this is a cartoon as well.
Yeah, I mean a song and a comic book.
Excuse me.
It's on my mind. Let me just go and say them. For the 80s, the top rappers of the 80s, Melly Mel up there. Run and DMC is up there, so that's 3. LL Cool J for the 80s is up there. Too Short is up there. I don't care what nobody say. Too Short is up there. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D, KRS, Who was the last one? It's probably Ecstasy. Heavy D was dope too, though. Oh, it's kind of hard to. I'm gonna say Ecstasy. Though. I love Heavy D, especially when it's only one album with Heavy though. That big time album, he went off on that album. So I have to give it to Ecstasy because Ecstasy did it for 2 albums. So don't judge it. Big Daddy only did it for 2 albums. Rakim only did it for 2 albums too. Rakim fell off because his beat selection was off, as far as the West Coast go. Paid in Full, out of here. But it can't be no top album of all time because Eric B is on the cut and that Chinese arithmetic stuff. I don't care what nobody say. You fast forward that every time. Then you got Eric Sherman and what you calling them, the EPMD boys. Man, we had rappers in the '80s though. NWA, Ice-T. There's some boys back then. So hey, it's hard to rank them all. But Run and DMC is on that list. No Run and DMC, no list.
Based off the
Collaboration is the key to transformation.
And then the kids book, and then another comic.
Book, yeah, the kids book I did with collaboration with Nickelodeon. It's the first book in a series of books. I'm gonna do like 10 books. The first one's Daryl's Dream. Next one will be Daryl's Decision. Next one will be, it's all gonna be dilemmas.
That's the children's book.
Is this going to turn into like a series like Chris Rock? Everybody Hates Crits.
Oh, it could be.
Live action.
I gave you the.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A sitcom. That's
why I feel, as soon as I look at it, I feel like everybody's.
Well, it's definitely going to be a cartoon.
Yeah,
it's needed in the kids space.
But
sure.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Nah, hell yeah. I think that the hip hop. We should get everything from hip hop. Like if we're gonna watch cartoons, you're gonna do.
Oh yeah, that's where we're at now. Yes, for sure.
If you're gonna order a meal prep, I think it should come from
hip. No, well it is. It has to.
If you're gonna hire a trainer, I think
it
has to. No, we at that point now.
We are. It's so hip hop that you don't even realize it.
Right, exactly. It's like it's like when our parents was able to go see Temptations and Four Tops. Right. It's like look, the Stones. Kiss, we at that point with us right now, and it's good because the OGs and the elders can now get work without even trying for it, right? Because it's just a thing where now I read an article where now we are starting to sell tickets again.
Oh yeah,
and
outselling the younger artists. Yeah,
nah,
we at that point right now.
Yeah, nah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's dope.
That's a good thing. I am now what I saw on American Bandstand and Soul Train. We are now that.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
The pH of soap is way too high. It actually accelerates the odor reactions below the belt, around the schnitzel sac.
Right?
I know it's a cliche question, and I'm not sure if I asked you this earlier, but did you ever think that hip-hop would make it this far?
No, I didn't.
You did?
I didn't answer you. No, I didn't. Jay did. Jay would answer that and say, yes, I knew it would because it was so big when I first heard it. And then I read, whoa. Like all the shit that I do when I rhyme the Cold Crush shit and Mo D shit, that should have been a signal to me, but I didn't think that. I thought it was just going to stay in our region. Right. What I thought it was going to do was, I thought it was going to stay in our region. I thought we was going to have great records, do some chart shit.
That's understandable because who would have thought it'd go worldwide the way it did? Everywhere around the world.
Grammy shit, but I thought it would eventually become, last night in Atlanta, I spoke with somebody in DC about that, what go-go is. The one thing I can respect about go-go, they didn't let the industry determine the life or death of their genre. Right. It's their thing. Even at the height of go-go, we were speaking to the guy last night, 86 to 88. We was coming through there, Run DMC, Dougie Fresh, I'm talking about all of us. But at the end of the night, after the Raising Hell tour, after all LL did it, after we did
go-go.
Yeah. Bye y'all. Go back fucking home. They go-go.
And they be fishing.
Exactly.
Really, and then they make that shit look cool. I'm like, I've never seen fishing look so cool.
And then they combined it with the hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I thought hip hop would be just go-go. It would just be our cultural thing, like, how different cities have, New Orleans have their thing, this and that. I didn't think it was going to do this type of shit. But Jay always said this. I knew it would because it was so big when I first heard it. So imagine what Jay is saying is that's what the kids in Germany heard.
Yep.
Right.
That's what the kids in Africa felt. That's what the kids in Japan. When we first went over to Japan in '86, we get off the plane, I would say about 60% understand English, 40% didn't. But when we was talking about the fly again, the communication, communication is a cool thing, and sometimes you ain't even got to say a word. The kids, the audience over there would go, "Run DMC," you know, in the Japanese dialect, and they wouldn't say a word. They would just do this. With the suit and the hat, and we would go.
That was the language.
That was it. We was communicating. Yeah. So when Jay hit, I didn't think, like Biggie said, did you have, some people might say, yeah. I don't know if Kaz and them ever did. Kaz ever answer that question?
He said no.
He said
no. He said if he would have, he would have.
Yeah, he would have trademarked.
He would have trademarked hip hop.
Oh, I saw that in it. Right. But I didn't think that. Me and Run always said this. Me, Run, and Jay always said this. If it didn't have industrial successes and commercial successes, we would be the guys, 40, 50 years old, the post office dude, the just self-employed businessman, and the teacher. No. Okay. Coming to the cookouts and the parties, putting the turntables up and rapping.
Right.
In front of our little kids now, looking like, right, exactly.
Well, let's talk about these cookies before we get up out of here.
Daryl makes cookies.
Okay.
I like doing stuff to make people happy.
Are you making these yourself?
I have a baker.
Okay.
Who's doing my recipe.
Okay.
So it's like my comics. I'm like Stan Lee. Think of the ideas, think of the heroes, but then I go get artists, inkers, pencilers, colorists, and writers to write it for me. So my company is, I'm Daryl's producing the cookies.
You're the creative director of everything.
They look good. I'm taking these home.
No, you got to try them. They're really good.
Like, you know.
So that came about.
Nobody jack our shit here, please.
Yeah, that came about from from day one, I'm always on a movie set. There's always a craft table. I'm always at an event, a show, whatever, and there's always like munchies and stuff like that. So about 7 years ago, I was at an event in the city where a lady from Harlem was debuting her baked goods. And I eat a lot of sweets. People ask me, what's the secret to my weight maintenance? I eat a lot of sweets. Sometimes I eat sweets and don't eat regular food. But
organic
that I want to do, no.
Chips Ahoy type shit?
Chips are fucking
Oreos?
I hate Oreos.
You hate Oreos?
Yeah, I don't
Damn.
Chips Ahoy, red velvet cake, apple pie.
You ever had the red velvet Chips Ahoy?
No.
Red velvet Chips Ahoy. I ain't gonna lie. I be destroying it, and my kids be like, "Where's the cookies at?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Why you asking?
I be sneaking. I'm like, "Why you looking at me?" I'm like, knowing my back of my teeth is mad red velvet cake back there.
But I eat a lot of sweets, which makes me go to the gym. So it's a balance. I want to eat them. I got to do the work thing. So the cookies came about was this lady from Harlem was showcasing her cookies and her cakes and the cupcakes and all that shit. And I'm always around kids and families. So at this particular time, I was like, these cookies are good. And then I said, I'm going to make cookies. I'm going to call my cookie company Daryl Makes Cookies. And I just said that. And everybody in the room stopped and said, we'll buy them. So long story. Moving ahead, fast forward ahead, I said, you know what? I'm doing good with this comic books. I could do Daryl Makes Cookies. I could do Daryl Makes Chocolate. I could do Daryl Makes Candy. A lot of cool stuff that, I can't drink, so I can't make my own liquor.
Right.
I don't think Adidas is my company, so I don't need to make a DMC clothing line. Right. So I decided to do the cookies because I'm always around kids, families, and I go to schools all the time. So I want to have a product that's affiliated with something that I'm really part of.
Right.
And so Riggs told me this. He said, D, you can do with this book what you've been doing with your music all the time. What do you mean? Inspire, motivate, educate while you entertain. Put smiles on people's faces. So I'm just trying to come up with products that could really make me iconic in lifestyle, other than what everybody's already doing. So comics is you know what I'm saying? I don't
go by yourself, yes.
Yeah, I don't have to be in another
competition.
My competition is what's, coming in. Cookies. Okay, nobody really has cookies. So now I can move
Only
to
marijuana
candy.
cookies they have. That's it.
Well, hold on. Here's what I can do. I can put Daryl Makes Cookies, marijuana cookies, inside the dispensary.
I'll be an endorser.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Yo, Burner, you listening?
We're doing it
Burner.
because I'm speaking of that, but everything's good. See, I didn't just come here to
Daryl
do your
makes
show.
THC.
Whatever you want, we're gonna really do
See,
it,
it's
and you're
still
gonna
there.
enjoy it. No, I can really do it. Dag, I lost my train of thought. Daryl Makes Cookies. You endorse it. I want to do stuff that I'm able to do that is not what everybody else is doing. So I can't do Jam Master Jay's kids. Speaking of them, they got T-shirts for you. That they
Yeah, I got one.
But Jam Master Jay's kids do the pre-roll joints called JMJs that come in a cassette thing.
Oh, JMJs.
Right, exactly.
That's fire.
But yeah, the cookies is just another thing that I want to do that makes people happy. And here's my train of thought. When I did the cookie things, everybody at my gym is like, yo, what's up with the protein cookies? So I'm doing these cookies. The next cookie is the protein cookies. But it's not a healthy cookie. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
It's a
high
cookie
in
with protein in it that for your protein and things.
Just don't make no kale cookies.
No, never that. I'm going to make vegan.
Yeah,
For the
vegan,
people, it's
but not
cool.
kale.
Yeah, not kale.
Yeah, I had kale chips and shit ruined my life for a second.
So I'm trying to put that in this comic. My whole thing is this. And when me and Rick started the comic book company, this ain't just a thing where I don't want 5 years or 10 years or even 20 years that people go, yo, remember that comic book DMC had?
Right.
100 years from now, 200 years from now, when people talk about Fred Flintstone, Spider-Man, Superman. And you don't even gotta like my hero. You don't even gotta like my character. I want you to connect with the character that you feel closest to you. So just like my cookies, I want my cookies to be right up. Oh, you got Nabisco, you got Keebler, you got Tate's, you got Petrus Farm. And kids 50 years ago will be able, their parents and their grandparents would say, yo, this is this hip hop guy. This is good for our culture and our cultural existence, like you were saying.
I'm gonna tell you something. What I want DMC, the comic book, to be. I want you to get with Snoop and have Snoop's own version of that. Right, so it'd be Snoop,
crossover,
like, you know what I mean, and then you get with, like, for instance, the minute I thought of that, I thought of Kodak Black, right? Kodak Black is this new guy from this new generation, but he's a superhero too. You know what I mean? His superhero strengths might be different from a Nas superhero strength.
No,
you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying is, I think you should go to give each individual, like, cause to me,
generationally,
every artist has a version of their superhero.
Oh, for sure.
Like how he said. So why not
Wu-Tang
exaggerate? Oh, come on, Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang's be
Come on,
crazy.
like off top, like, and it's crazy. I would think of You God, like that character of You God,
sure.
like you know, You God, and like, you know, make a whole little a cartoon out of that. That's something that I'm just being honest with you, because that's something that me and Ian.
Well, when I get my network on Cartoon Network,
okay,
that's what I'm going to do.
Oh shit, damn.
See, that's what I'm thinking of. I even want to do DMC TV. You know what my tagline is? And everybody loves to do that shit. DMC TV, what MTV used to be. And show videos and no reality, and show bands and new shit, young and old talent. I said that the other day, and I'm like, whoa. I'm gonna have to go sit down with like an investment company and say, let's do this shit.
Absolutely.
And the advertisers will kill to be on DMC TV.
Absolutely.
Before, you know, the diversity of our culture musically, singers, new bands, all that shit. Like, there's so many De La Souls and Slick Ricks of this generation, they're just not getting their opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So us as people who walk the walk and talk the talk.
We walk this way.
Moving, for all of us who walk this way in this very tricky business, no pun intended. Now I'm trying to encourage
it's tricky to rock
kids.
around.
Yes, it is. It's tricky, very tricky to rock around. This shit ain't hard. And we made it for that. Yo, this shit ain't easy. This shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? But now, hip hop is 50 years old. We just getting started. Not only do we need more artists and talent, ownership and stuff like that, we need more suits behind the desks
Right.
and the corporations. So if we include everything that hip hop is capable of, we can accomplish those things to the point where we can be so potent that, damn, nobody's buying Louis anymore. All the Louis people, and I'm talking about generationally,
Right.
the old 86-year-old lady walking in stores that we created with our designers and buying those pieces for those same price points.
Right.
We can do that. And all we got to do is turn that focus of that energy, give the appreciation and intention of why you buying it for in the first place to the people that's right here in our communities so that we can become the next Horace Dassler's. Like, I don't need to start another sneaker company. I need to be a partner and an owner in Adidas moving forward. So we are all of those things. And I think this is just a start. But me and Riggs only did this to give, if you're a comic book artist, and now, you know, you got to go through the.
You got to sign me too, Super Thug.
Like
Got y'all. Don't
Super,
worry about
you
it.
got it?
Super Thug.
Yeah, I got y'all. Don't worry. The deal is done.
That would
Deal is
fit.
done. Don't worry about it.
That would definitely fucking
No, Super Thug. Super Thug. Not superhero.
Here's how deep hip hop we are. When we have artists do the work.
Yeah.
You know why it's fire? Because after we finish the whole book, we invite a graffiti artist to come tag the universe. Wow. So, you know, a lot of times the artist will do the graffiti. No, you did the artwork. Now, I give the book and the art to a graffiti artist, and they go into my universe and really tag it. So that's how delicate and fine-tuned we got to get with this hip-hop shit. You know what I'm saying? And that, I believe that's where we're headed. No, I don't like believing. I know that's where we're headed. Because if I believe it, it might not happen for everybody else. But if I know it,
No, that's where we're headed.
it can happen for you.
Yo, man, I'm just being honest with you. This was such a pleasure. This was such an honor. This was such a fulfiller for me, man. You know what I mean? Like, you truly are a hero. You truly are a legend. You truly are an icon. You truly are a titan. You truly are, you know, everything that you deserve. So we wanted to really give you your flowers, man, because
I got 'em.
You know what I mean?
For real.
We wanted to. I mean, you know, that's physically, but even, you know what I mean, verbally and physically, because, man,
I'm happy you didn't do it when I was dead.
No. Well, that's the purpose of this.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, you are the definition of longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people, you know, I don't want to say I laugh at people sometimes, but sometimes I see people coming in this game and they got a hot 1 year. And boy, they're the nastiest people in the world to all of the people that came before them. And then that next year, you see them go away.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in order to be here for this year's, you had to see, if I see it, I know how many people you saw come and go.
Yeah.
And I see how many people. So what we wanted to do is praise our legends, man. And you are one of them. You are definitely.
Yeah, well, you know what? You did something that needed to be done, because when I was thinking about all like hip hop, you're doing what needs to be done while setting an example.
Right.
Because the beautiful thing, what I noticed when you speak to Mick and Keith or Joe and Steve from Aerosmith, it's an interview about them, but they go into the Black blues artists.
Yep.
As big as huge as the Stones is, as rich as the Stones is.
Right.
So you're doing something that Bump talks about a lot. I hear KRS-One talks about it. And LL's just been saying he's doing wonders with Rock the Bells.
Yes. He came on.
He
here
was
first.
like pissed off, man. When you see Miles Davis, you ain't thinking about his bank account.
Right. Yeah, I heard him say that.
Because the richest #1 selling artist that had their little one-hit wonder that is a.
What's up with Miles Davis? I'm just got to be a little nosy. He said something. He didn't just say it just to say it. Miles Davis network. All right. Yeah, 19 million time itself. I don't know what we're going with that. What I missed. I didn't hear it right or something.
Celebrity and really famous. Still, they're against #1 selling artists that had their little one-hit wonder that is a celebrity and really famous. Still, they'll get on Entertainment Tonight before them. But Ella's saying, nah, this shit right here that we have, that's beautiful, that y'all taking it upon yourselves to acknowledge that, but not only talk about it, you showcase it.
Yeah.
See, it's one thing, you know, you could just have your podcast, and at the end of every record, shout outs to the legends. Y'all bringing them on.
Absolutely.
That's
and
mine.
we giving them
they
and because you know what it is, you know, that's one of the beautifulest parts of this show.
Right.
Is, you know, sometimes we'll interview an artist and then all of a sudden I just look at their Instagram and they out every weekend after that. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
That's the best part.
and that's the best part because what it is sometimes it's just an unforgetting hero. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us, and then
you don't want us to be like the veterans that fight these wars for us.
Right, exactly. So I want to keep us alive. You know what I mean? I want to keep us.
It's just a reminder to the audience how great.
They know about me now while I'm living and not finding out about you talking about me. Yo, one of our legends, DMC, I know what he did. He died. Oh, shit, okay.
So I want you to know this is your house.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to promote, I don't even care if you want to promote eyebrows. It's okay. You can come over
So
here.
I can come over here.
Anytime you want
With
to.
your new eyebrows.
Really? With the new eyebrows.
Absolutely.
With your little toenail. It don't matter what you want to promote. I don't care. You know what I mean? We here. This is your house. You know what I mean? This is Run DMC's house. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I want you to know that, man. I want you to know how important you are.
You're like Big Daddy Kane and Bismarck to me.
Who?
Because during my drunk run, my 40 drinking run, I would always go to Kane. I'm surprised y'all didn't ask him. There was crazy shit.
No, Kane only drink red wine now.
Yeah, well, but back then he wasn't drinking the 40s. He would invite me over his house. I would go over his house and empty out his refrigerator and fill it up with 40s. And he called his mother, Mom, you would have no idea what's going on. That's how alcoholic I was. DMC. Yes, Mom, that DMC just came in and took all my food and shit and filled the refrigerator with 40s. Rest in peace to Bismarck.
Yes, rest in peace, bro.
Right before he passed, his wife was calling people for words of encouragement.
Okay, I heard about this.
So she called me and said, I need you, you know, he can hear us, this and that, boom, he can't respond, but we know he can hear us. I need something for you to tell Bismarck. And she said, wow, that's like, I feel like crying. I said, tell Biz, and he's going to know what I'm talking about. Just whisper in his ear, DMC says, thanks for letting me in. I would be in a drunk stupor, 2 in the morning, no matter, and I would go to Biz's house, and if it wasn't his family member, it's DMC at the door, let him in. Biz would always let me in.
In Long Island?
No, not in Long Island, when he lived in Jersey, I think it was.
Okay.
Didn't he have a house in Jersey?
Okay.
3, you know, 1 in, and to the point where he would be on the road. Hold on. And the people would let me in his house. No, but Bismarck would always let me in, and Kane would always let me in.
Rest in peace, Bismarck.
I love Kane.
God damn, let's make some noise for that,
Thank you, man. No, thank you for having me. Let me just reveal one thing. I never thought I would be on this show.
Oh man, we've been trying though.
I know.
We do this without drinking.
When my manager's brought little Eric Blam was saying this and that. It made me, really? They want me?
Yeah.
Like, just for some reason, I didn't think I was cool enough.
Get out of here.
Really?
We're not cool enough for you to be here.
Yes. Thank you. That's exactly
and that's a compliment to y'all.
No, the compliment is all to you.
I'm honored and humbled to think that was on your mind.
I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said earlier, I wasn't saying this because it sounds good. Like, in a lot of ways, you was the first commercial success for coming out of our barrel. Like you was, I want to say national, but I want to say worldwide. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like before that, we had records in Queens and things like that. But like the first time I seen Walk This Way, that was on MTV. This was Superstar. This was like, Superstar. You guys was in between like 5 different white category videos, and this the only black people that I could see.
That level of
that shit was crazy to me. And then it's from Queens. You know what I'm saying? I know him being a DJ. you know, with Jam Master Jay. I know this guy wears Adidas to this day because of you guys. You know what I mean?
I don't wear anything else.
So this means the world to us. You know what I'm saying? Big up. First off, I want to say rest in peace to Jam Master Jay, his family, my condolences. And also, you know, big up to I'm gonna call him DJ Ron. You know what I mean? Big up to DJ Ron. And big up to the whole Run DMC family, because in all honesty, like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't think this show would even exist. I don't think I would exist as an artist. I don't think he would exist as a DJ. And that's no exaggeration. It's real talk. Sure. We love you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I love y'all too.
Like I said,
we love
your show. This is your show. Anytime you want to come through here, it doesn't matter what you want to promote. My brother, let's make some noise, everybody. Take the pictures in the drop.
That's easy.
Peace to y'all. Rocking with me all the way through this video and everything. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I'm just glad I'm able to share with y'all stuff that I love. That was a heartwarming interview. It was well put together. Learned a lot about Run DMC that I didn't know, and confirmed a lot of stuff that I did know. You know what I'm saying? So until the next time,
Run DMC and Jam Master Jay.